This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host, Jack. This is my recap reaction to the St. Louis Blues game, so let's get right to it. So first off, apologies for not being able to record this ahead of time and put this out to you, but I'll be able to come out with a lot more videos in the near future, and starting in November, we'll have a nice clean plate worth of games, so I'm looking forward to it with all of you. So anyways, let's get to this one. The Senators take on the St. Louis Blues Tuesday night, and we come away with an 8-1 victory. And I'm not stuttering when I say that. We won 8-1 against the St. Louis Blues. The first time we've done it since 2006, the year we went to the Stanley Cup Final, so 18 years, in case for those that were curious. But anyways, let's get right to this game. So, in the first period, Josh Norris scores his fourth of the year to make it 1-0. 3 minutes later, Noah Gregor scores to make it 2-0. And then, a little over 10 minutes later, Tim Stützle scores his fourth unassisted. So, after 20 minutes, the Senators lead 3-0. In the second period, Brady Tkachuk scores his fifth on the power play to make it 4-0. And then he responds 3 minutes later to make it 5-0. Sorry. His second on the power play to make it 5-0 for the Senators. So he scored 2 goals, both on the power play. And then 42 seconds later, Adam Gaudette scores his third, which makes it 6-0 after 40 minutes. And then in the third period, Tim Stützle scores his fifth to make it 7-0. And then on the power play for St. Louis, Dylan Holloway scores, former Edmonton Oiler. Philip Broberg also got an assist. Those two have actually had some pretty solid chemistry together. Obviously, they were both on the Oilers. Now they are on the Blues because of the offer sheets. But anyways, Dylan Holloway scores to make it 7-1. Chris Paul goal. Yeah. And then Adam Gaudette scores again, his fourth of the year, to make it 8-1. And there's your final score. So the goaltending matchup was Joel Hofer versus Linus Ullmark. Hofer goes out and Jordan Binnington goes in. And he starts to, create scrums like he always does. He's the Dylan Brooks of the NHL. Most people know that. But anyways, that happens. Linus Ullmark gets involved. Tkachuk, everybody, you know it. So, 8-1 final score for the Senators. And there's not really much to go over. This was a really impressive game. The offense was firing on all cylinders. And they've been pretty solid, especially the power play. I believe our power play now is at like 50% on the year so far throughout the first month of the season, which is beyond impressive. Like I said, it's going to be pretty unsustainable, but they've been in a rhythm all year, and I'm pretty impressed. Our top scorers, you look at a guy like Tkachuk, Norris, Batherson, Giroux, even Stützle. These guys are putting up ridiculous points numbers. It's stupid. Like, these guys have been playing really good together on all the forwards, and there's no clear indication on who that second-line left winger will be, but the majority of the top six is scoring, and I love it. The defensive play has been there. It's hit or miss, to be quite honest with you. But Travis Hamonic, he's just a placeholder for Artem Zub. When Zub is healthy, he'll play with Jake Sanderson. That's a pretty good top pairing. Shabbat and Jensen have had some good chemistry together. And then Tyler Kleven and Jacob Docker, they've been pretty solid together too. And then if you can get an effort like you did again with Linus Ullmark in this game, this team is going to be making a lot of noise this year. And I know we've said that for the last couple of years, but this really does feel like a team that plays collectively together, and they're all responsible for certain games. Like, look at the Vegas game as an example, but they really responded from this game and the Colorado game with a phenomenal effort like this. So give props to the Senators for this one, and we'll see how they can do it against the New York Rangers Friday night at 7 o'clock at the Garden. So that's going to be a pretty interesting game. Linus Ullmark going against Igor Shesterkin, so that's a big heavyweight goaltender matchup. 2 Vezina caliber goaltenders. And they both actually won it, Ullmark in 2023 with the Bruins and then Shesterkin in 2022. So that's actually going to be a very interesting game and a huge test for the Senators to see where they are in terms of compete, because the Rangers obviously are a top-notch contender. They might even be one of the favorites to win the Stanley Cup this year. Obviously won the President's Trophy. They lost in the conference final to the Panthers, who ended up winning the Cup last year. So the Rangers are going to have a big response, and they're having a really solid year as you would expect them to. I'm looking forward to seeing this game and seeing how the Senators can play against these top teams. So, obviously, there's not going to be a preview for that, but I will have a recap coming out Saturday. And then there's also going to be a Kraken game. I might have a preview for that, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'll try to put that out for you if I can. But be on the lookout for all those videos. I'm really looking forward to this year. So, the Senators are now 5-4 on the season. They have 10 points. And ending the year in October over 500. Not too shabby, but let's see if they can be able to keep it up. So again, comment down below your thoughts on this one, and give me your thoughts on what we could see from the Rangers game. So obviously like and subscribe, but for now, this is Jack the Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.